everybody, this is Kurt with Axtreme-Guitar, and for this video I'm going to go over the short melody of Jingle Bells. Just a nice, quick, approachable version of it that pretty much anyone can get to, even the beginners. We are in standard tuning. If you haven't already, get yourself tuned up, and here is my E as something to start you out. So as I was saying, I am going to be going over Jingle Bells, just the chorus part of the song. So we're going to be doing it in the key of A, and that's our first chord. Now, you may notice that I am going to be muting the bottom E string for part of this. You can try any way that you prefer, but I'm just going to tell you exactly how I'm doing it. So when we approach this, I am working with one down strum and then picking that second string while I'm fretting it on the second fret. So, and by the way, I'm starting from the A string, which is that second from the top, which is also the fifth string, but I'm starting from the A string, strumming downward, and you see how I just brush the pick and come back to hit that B string or second string a couple more times. So I do that twice, and then on the third go round I'm going to come down, still blocking that E the first time, but this time I'm going to hit the open E string because it's part of the melody. So again, I go through the first two, so I've given a deliberate delay before I hit that E string, because you're just kind of hearing the melody. Try to hear the melody in your head when you're playing the song. And from here we come back to the third string. We're still fretting that A chord and we're hitting the third string up. So that's the G string. So again, we come from the top, from the beginning of the song. Now third string. And here I'm going to lift my pinky, that's the one that's fretting on the bottom. If you're fretting this way, then it's your ring finger, but for me it's my pinky. And I lift that pinky to get the open B string, and then put it back down, so it follows the melody line. So again, we have now we're going to move to that partial D chord that I was talking about. So if you're not familiar with a D chord, we're going to have this, what I always call an upside down triangle looking shape. And you usually, with a D chord, have your middle finger on that second fret of the bottom E string, pointer finger or index finger on the second fret of the G string, third string, and then the ring finger on the third fret of the B string or second string. And I always block the E string at the top when I'm playing a D chord, just to keep it clean. You don't want this, it doesn't mix well. So I will always block that top E string there. And in this case, I had said I'm doing a partial D chord, so I am not going to be pressing my middle finger down on that bottom E string second fret. What I'm actually doing is I'm going to leave it up, and typically with a D chord, a lot of people have this problem. You can actually use it to your advantage this time, is allow your ring finger to touch that E string on the bottom to deaden it. Usually we don't do that on purpose. This time we are. So we're going to get to that part of the melody. So let's try that again, and I'm going to go more specific about what is happening. So we're going from this partial D, and you can, just like you did with the A chord, you're going to strum, and then you're going to come back and hit that second string, the B string. This time though, your finger is on the 3rd fret. So we're going to go D, see how my 2 fingers have shifted back to the A, although my ring finger is still down here, so we're technically playing an A sus4, which you'll see on the screen. But we quickly come back to the regular A, or the full A. I was playing it this way before, but because of how I transitioned from the D, it was just easier to go this way rather than trying to change my fingers around. Now here, we're at the point in the melody where it's going to change to an E chord, but this is going to be kind of a tricky twist to it. You switch to the E, but you have to have your pinky down on that 2nd string, 2nd fret to continue the melody line. So again, from the D, it's and then I shift. It's a quick shift, but I went from this A to the E, and what I tend to show people is going from an A to an E, your 2 bottom fingers, in this case for me it's my middle and my ring finger, they're tied together in this A. They're still going to be tied together in the E. So I'm going to go up 2 strings, and my pointer comes right back here on the 3rd string, 1st fret. And in the process of that, my pinky is dropping on the 2nd fret of the B string. So this will definitely pose the biggest part of the challenge in this little riff. So it sounds kind of weird, but when you're playing it the way that I've been doing this single strum, and again I'm coming back to blocking that bottom E string. Until I want to get back to that open E. So it's, you start the E chord with your pinky down, and you're coming back again, just like you did on the A and the D, to that 2nd string, but this time lift the pinky, and then put it back down again, and on up. And then we hit that open E. So for a quick tutorial, I hope that was helpful. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, and I'll see you next time.